To buy Madden 22 coins for the 100% cheapest price on the internet with quick delivery, check out my sponsor MMOEXP by clicking the link at the top of the description and use code SWIFT at checkout for 5% off. Salsa family, and today I'm coming back at you guys with another Madden 22 video on the channel, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about one of the most ridiculous pack glitches in all of Madden 22. Now this glitch enabled me to make about 1 million coins in maybe 45 minutes. It was absolutely ridiculous.
Let's go! Let's go!
And as we get into the video right here, boys, you guys have been absolutely killing it with the support on the channel, so if we can get up to 1,000 likes on this video, that would be incredible. And also, we're slowly creeping up on 120,000 subscribers. Absolutely ridiculous. If you do enjoy the videos and you don't want to miss out on more future content, hit that sub button down below, because I post daily Madden 22 tips and tricks. Alrighty, now without further ado, let's get into this video and talk about this glitch that happened this morning. Now, let me give you guys the rundown as to how this worked. Basically, earlier this morning, a young Swift woke up, I checked Twitter, and I saw everyone was going absolutely ballistic over this pack right here. Now, as you guys may or may not know, there were new bow nose players in the game that came out this morning that are 95 overalls as well as 86 overall set piece cards. And essentially what happened is EA Sports put those new cards into this pack. They put in the 95s, they put in the 86s, but they did not change the price of this pack. So instead of going for 1950 training like you guys see right now, the pack was going for only 1300 training, which is pretty ridiculous because as you guys open this pack up, you can get an 86 overall player, which is super common, and those cards quick sell for 1.1k training. So the risk was honestly super low. If you pull an 85, you lose some training. If you pull an 86, you lose barely any training. If you get a 94, you're making a ton of coins, and if you get a 95, you're making an absolute boatload. And at the same time, I feel like they actually juiced up the odds of the 94s and they juiced up the odds of the 95s, because as you guys can see on the screen right here, I woke up, I decided to hop on Madden, I opened up these packs, I think like 7 times. You guys will see the cards in my inventory, and 2 of the 7 cards that I opened up were 94 pluses. There was a 94 and there was a 95 in roll number 1. It was absolutely insane. And I was like, God damn, I need to try this again. So basically what I decided to do is I decided to quick sell my 94. My 94 wasn't even going for a lot of coins. They were basically a trading value at this point. And I quick sold that 94 and went back into rolling. And my strategy was honestly pretty simple. Essentially what I would do is I would go through this pack and I would quick sell every single card I got other than a 94 and a 95. And what this enabled me to do is it enabled me to open up the pack so many times, because as you guys can see, I had 20k training, and if I got an 86, it's almost like I just made back my training back. If I got an 85, I lost a bit of training, but I was able to go through this and open up this pack so many times. And essentially what I would do is I would use that 19k training that I got for quick selling my 94 and go through this pack, opening it up a ton and saving all my 94 overall pulls and my 95s. And as I go through explaining this video, I'll show you guys some of the highlights of my rolls. And essentially what I would do after I was back down to 0 training is I would go back to my binder and see how many pulls I had. And I would say the majority of the time when I went back to my binder, I'd have like a 94 and a 95, maybe a 94 and 2 95s, maybe 3 94s, and essentially all I would do is I would quick sell one of the 94s, because that would mean we're breaking even. Again, as you guys know, I quick sold the 94 to start, so what I would do every single time after I finished a roll is I would quick sell one of the new 94s that I got, and that would essentially mean that every single other card in the binder would be profit. So what I'm going to do on the screen is I'll show you guys some of my rolls. They were honestly pretty lucrative. As you guys can see right now, I have 1 95, I have 2 95s, I got 3, I got 4, and then I have 2 94 overall players still in the binder. As we look at the total price of these cards, these 95s, they're going for like 300k, the 94s are going for like 200k, so let's do that math real quick. So yeah, just quickly doing that math right here, that is 1.6 million coins of total value, which is absolutely ridiculous. And I'm actually using some of these cards on my team. As you guys can see, Cliff Branch and Ty Law, I'm going to be using both of those players, and that's actually why my coins are a little bit low right now, because I actually haven't sold off any of these players. I've kind of just been waiting for these 95s to go back in price. Originally they were up for like 250. I'm hoping they go up in price a little bit now that this roll isn't really working as well. So I'm kind of hoping that I'm probably going to sell off these 4 cards right here, and that's going to make me back, I think, like 1 million coins just like that. And then I'm also going to be getting rid of my T.Y. Hilton card. I don't need him anymore, and that's going to quick sell for another 250k. So when I get rid of all these items, I should be making back like 1.2 million. Not to mention I'm almost done the Ty Law set to get the Ty Law power up. I'll sell off the card right there, make back even more coins off of this. So this method, it was just absolutely insane for me. And I was really working hard on trying to get this video out to you guys before this got patched, but what EA did is they actually changed the price of this pack. I was trying to get this video out sooner so you guys could do this method right now. There were some other YouTubers that did post this, so hopefully you guys were able to do it, and hopefully you were able to profit, because I know I was most certainly able to make a nice amount of coins. That was absolutely ridiculous this morning, boys. I'll just show you guys, I guess, some more like highlights of some of these rolls. Some of them were break even, but like worst comes to worst, I would just end with a 94, which is what I started with. Like I would say that was like guaranteed at the time. At the time, as I go through here and I quick sell my 85s, I quick sell my 86s, I would be opening the pack up in such quantity that I feel like I was guaranteed at least a 94. If I pulled the 95, that was going to be profit right there, because of course we just started with a 94. So this method, it was ridiculous, boys. One of the best methods all year. And then sadly, EA went ahead and they changed the price of the pack to make it not really worth it anymore. But taking a look at some other sets right here, I still think there is potential to actually make some coins off of this, because essentially what happened is so many people, they got Cliff, they got Ty Law, and now they want to power them up. So as you guys can see right here, let's just take a look at the Ty Law. As you guys can see, the power up right now is selling for a price of 120k. The card is going for like 300k. So when we add those both up, that's about 420k. And as we take a look at the prices of the 86s, you guys can find these cards at a price of around 10,000 coins and do the Ty Law set for like 300 to let's say 330k at max. You sell off the card, you sell off the power up, you can make some profit off of that. So I just want to talk about that really quickly right there. I actually have already bought a ton of these cards because I am going to do the set, but I'm just going to keep the power up because I want to power the card up. I'll probably talk about that in a separate video. As you guys can see, the 86s look like they're selling for 13k, but as you refresh on this filter, you will see a ton of activity at like 10, at like 11. I'll quickly show you guys my bids right here. I did just buy a ton of 86 overall players because I did want to do that Ty Law set like I was saying before. So let me show you guys really quickly as we go on over to newest. You guys will see I got a ton of 86s at like 12, at 11, at 10. And what I could do is I could construct the Ty Law set, I could sell off the player, I could sell off the power up, and I could make some easy coins. And again, as we take a look at Cliff Branch, you guys will see that there's a very similar trend in the fact that the power up is just selling for a ridiculous price because so many people, they got the 95, they want to power them up. As you guys can see, power up for 160, card up for 280. Again, that's going to be well over 400k. Looking like that one's like 440k. So that could be even more profit right there, boys. That's 400k after tax. You can do the set for like 330 and make some profit right there. 70k every time you do it. But yeah, the main things I wanted to talk about in this video is just how absolutely ridiculous this roll was, how insane this glitch was. Literally all I did is I just opened the pack up and I quick sold everything that wasn't a high card. At the end of like every single roll, I'd come back and I'd be like, okay, nice, I got a couple 95s, or okay, I got a 94 and another 94. I can make some coins off of that. So that was absolutely ridiculous. I think I actually ended up buying Ty Law. I don't think I pulled Ty Law, so I think I had to buy that card right there. But I pulled Dan Dierdorf, I pulled Charlie Young, I pulled Wilbur Marshall, I pulled Cliff Brown, I pulled Kevin Mawai, and those were all profit players right there, because essentially all I would do is I would start with that 94 and I would pull one at the end of it that I would quick sell. So yeah, really ridiculous. Just how absolutely insane this method is. In a video later today, I'll probably sell these players off. I'm kind of waiting for them to go up in price. Like I said before, they're relatively inexpensive right now because so many people got them. But I'm hoping that as there's less supply of them, because less people are doing the reroll, those prices should start to dwindle up a little bit. So yeah, that's gonna do it for me, boys. I'm very sorry that I couldn't get a video out sooner for you guys talking about this method, but I did just want to talk about this in a video because it was absolutely insane, and definitely something that is relatively interesting as well. Also, I would strongly suggest, boys, that if you are not following my Twitter, you're definitely gonna want to do that, because if something like this comes into the game, it's a lot easier for me to just like tweet it out and say, okay, you guys want to do this reroll, rather than make a video. So I would strongly suggest you guys are following the Twitter, and yeah, that's gonna do it for me. Hope you guys have enjoyed, and until next time, boys, I am out. Peace.
So,